Hello, one and all. Welcome to Trivia Club, here live from the Trivia Clubhouse. I am your host, Russel Harder, the man with the bow tie, the man with that trivia plan. Trivia is planned for one round of 15 questions, so get that pen and paper ready. Yes, we're all still staying at home, and I thank you for that. Thank you for being responsible, looking after your neighbors and yourself, looking after those that are at risk, even if you aren't. People over 70, people with autoimmune disorders, people that we love and care for. So thank you for being responsible and being at home. Trivia Club is usually as 3 rounds, but tonight will be 1 round of 15 questions. So get that pen and paper ready. You can either play alone at home, you can play with others at your place, you can play with the team, but remember to confer about answers not in the chat for the video. Do that over Messenger or over another chat app, if you will. Yes, I'll get over the rules soon enough, but get a pen and paper ready to write down your answers on. You can also interact in the chat, though, saying hello, talking about where you're from, chatting with folks, trash talk if need be. Just saying hello, though. I mean, kindness. That's what we're all about these days, especially, but I mean always at Trivia Club. All about the community and the blood rivalries that we always enjoy cultivating. But make sure to let us know your team name. You are going to be playing against everyone in the chat, but we'll be sharing our points at the end of the night, so you can see how you did. The last couple of weeks, I think the top score after each night was 22 points. So well done to everybody. Well done to, I think the 22 points from last week was Matt Smith, so well done, Matthew Smith. But yes, share those team names in the comments. Are there prizes? No, there are not, but congratulations on already winning no prize. You can imagine, though, winning this golden VHS. Ooh, ah. Oh, the label fell off. Wait. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. Oh, hey. This golden VHS for this 3rd edition of Trivia Club live from the Trivia Clubhouse is... Every year, Hollywood makes hundreds of movies. This is one of them. Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie. That's fun. Yeah. Not taking things too seriously. I appreciate it. Siskel and Ebert gave them 2 thumbs up. Gotta like that. There you go. There you go. That's your golden VHS for your imagination if you'd like. You can follow Trivia Club on Twitter, on Facebook, on iTunes, SoundCloud, on YouTube.com/Trivia Club, where this edition of Trivia Club live from the Trivia Clubhouse will be up on either tomorrow or the day after that in an edited down format. We'll just take out the first 20 minutes before Trivia Club and then that last little bit after. We say goodbye, we sign off for the night about what we learn along the way. So, there's only 3 cardinal rules of Trivia Club. Those rules are: be smarter than your internet connection. I know that there's always the possibility of cheating, but the only thing you're cheating, looking up answers, is yourself. So you can do it. You're not really playing against anybody, but don't. And don't post answers in the comment section. Only your scores, only your team names, and otherwise you're chatting with people. It's just for general chatter in there. So yes, don't post any answers in the chat. Keep that competitive spirit sharp. And the only other rule of Trivia Club is tell everybody about Trivia Club, especially now. It's always appreciated. And speaking of which, thank you to the Rec Room and their social media side for helping promote this week of Trivia Club live from the Trivia Clubhouse on Facebook, on Instagram. Appreciated. We don't know when we'll be back at the Rec Room, of course, but the more we know about the details there, I'll let you know. And a shout out to Farside, who we also look forward to returning to whenever it is safest. You can also go to the Farside website, I believe, right now, and help support them if you are friends or friendly with any of the wait staff there. I'm sure they would appreciate. The bartenders would love to see you and hear from you. Well, not see you, but maybe see you. At least enjoy any support. So hello to Farside, and thank you to the Rec Room. And a correction from last week as well before we get started. So whiskey slinging George Washington was indeed president before That question, not future president, as was stated in the question. He did die 2 years after he stopped being president, and actually the same year that he was the leading supplier of whiskey in America in 1799. So there's that. But if you got that question wrong last week, think of that as a +1 to your score. Congratulations, you got even more points, and you didn't even know it, or you suspected it, and we're just waiting for me to fess up. So yes, there you go. You're welcome, and thank you for understanding. Anyway, with all that said, all those whiskey slinging Washingtons out of the way, let's jump into round one, the only round from Trivia Club here at home. Here we go. Question number 1. A is for Adam for this question. So Adam Schlesinger, who passed away last Wednesday, is maybe best known as a member of Fountains of Wayne, who had their song Stacy's Mom high in the charts. But before he was a member of Fountains of Wayne, or before they released Stacy's Mom at least, he was nominated for a Golden Globe and Academy Award for Best Original Song, the title track of this movie. Once again, Adam Schlesinger, who passed away this past Wednesday, is maybe best known as a member of Fountains of Wayne, who had the huge song, Stacy's Mom. But yes, before that song hit big, Adam Schlesinger was nominated for a Golden Globe and Academy Award for Best Original Song for the title track of this movie. That's your question number 1. On A is for Adam. Question number 2 now, it's all in the details. So, question number 2. In the last line of The Devil's Advocate, the movie The Devil's Advocate, Al Pacino says that his favorite sin is what famous weakness of Narcissus? Once again, in the last line of the movie Devil's Advocate, Al Pacino says that his favorite sin is what famous weakness of Narcissus, or Narcissus? That's that question number 2. Question number 3, I'm looking for an initial response on this question. It's a little different from the usual initial response. I'm just looking for one of the initials. So what does the B stand for in the name of the FBI? So what does the B stand for in the name of the FBI? And as you're thinking of questions 2 and 3, question number 4, we're going to connect 4 on this question. What that means is that there's a connection between the answers of questions 2 and 3. If you can tell me that connection, you can get a point on this question number 4. So connect 4. What is the connection between just the answers, nothing in the questions, just the answers of 2 and 3? As you're thinking of that potential outside of the box connection. Here's that question number 2, once again. In the last line of The Devil's Advocate, Al Pacino says that his favorite sin is what famous weakness of Narcissus, or Narcissus? That's that question number 2. And question number 3, what does the B stand for in the name the FBI? As you're thinking of those answers, remember question number 4, what's the connection between the answers of 2 and 3? Connect 4, the point on question number 4. How are those answers connected? And remember, do not write down the answers in the chat. Keep those answers out of the chat. Write down your answers on a piece of paper and follow along. Want to keep that competitive spirit sharp? Question number 5. Now we're going to ask you about team names. So, for team names, what Major League Baseball, National Football League, National Hockey League, or National Basketball Association team name can be found in the following clues? So this is the team name, not the location name. But yes, what MLB, NFL, NHL, or NBA team can be found in the following clues? Those are fish, inter, and hair. Once again, fish, inter, and hair. What baseball, football, hockey, or basketball team name can be found in the following clues? Fish, inter, and hair. Question number 6 now, as you're thinking of those connections, those initials, those team names. So, question number 6. What Aya country? So, what Aya country? The Netherlands relinquished sovereignty over this country whose name ends with I and A in 1949. So once again, the Netherlands relinquished sovereignty over this country whose name ends with the letters I, A, in 1949. The more you think about it, the more you're like, there's a lot of countries that end with I, A. Hopefully you get the right one now, or know the right one. One more time on question number 6. What Aya country? The Netherlands relinquished sovereignty over this country, whose name ends with I, A, in 1949.
Someone's wondering if it's inner or inter.
Oh, and for the question number 5, that team name, it was Inter. So I-N-T-E-R. Question number 7, now we're going outside the borders. I'll give you the name of 2 countries and you tell me the common color between their 2 flags. So, what is the color that the flags have in common of Botswana and Kazakhstan? Once again, what is the common color between the flags of Botswana and Kazakhstan? One more time on question number 7. I give you the name of 2 countries and you tell me the common color between those 2 flags. So what's the common color between the flags of Botswana and Kazakhstan? I'll be able to repeat any questions at the end of the round as well. Any ones that might need some further, not necessarily clues, but making sense of the whole thing. Question number 8 now. We're going bit by bit. I play a short clip of an 8-bit song, the kind of lo-fi sound you'd hear on a classic NES, Nintendo, or flip cell phone, you know, your Motorola. And you name that pop song for a point and name the musical act responsible for that song for a 2nd point. So, for a point each, tell me the song title and the original artist between this 8-bit classic. Yes, indeed. Name that song for a point. Name the musical act responsible for that song for a second point on that. Question number 8, bit by bit. One more time. Here's your question number 8 song, or at least the 8-bit version of it. And nice. Alrighty, question number 9. We're going to tag the line. So I'll give you the tagline from a movie poster, and you name that movie. Here's that question number 9, that tag the line question. Name the movie with the tagline, 40 stories, 12 terrorists, 1 cop. So once again, the tagline, 40 stories, 12 terrorists, 1 cop. Ooh. Ooh. Kermit sipping tea. That's that. Question number 9, tag the line. Question number 10 now is our first game show game of the round. Yes, indeed. I'll give you the actual Family Feud survey question. It's called Survey Says. And you give me the answer from 100 Americans surveyed for this question. As actual Family Feud survey question on question number 10. Survey says, I want your number 1 answer. What do you think the number 1 answer is? And survey says on question number 10, give me a word that rhymes with heart. Once again, give me a word, just one word, that you think 100 Americans surveyed. One answer. Give me a word that rhymes with heart. That's heart as in H-E-A-R-T, heart. Put yourself in the mindset of 100 Americans surveyed for this Survey Says question. And question number 10. And give me a word that rhymes with heart. If you give me what is the actual number 1 surveyed answer, you can get as much as 5 points. There's also a chance to get at least 1 point on this answer as well, but as much as 5 points. Question number 11 now is called Hey, EU, or EU. So, question number 11, EU. Sarah Ferguson's daughters are Princesses Beatrice and this woman whose name begins with the letters E-U. Once again, Sarah Ferguson's daughters are Princesses Beatrice and this woman, whose name begins with the letters E-U. Whatever her name is, I'm sure the hats are amazing. Pendant. Mm-hmm. For those wondering, maybe playing Trivia Club for the first time, hello family. This is as easy as it gets. Good news. Thank you for joining though. I love you. So question number 12, animal of the billboard. So, this animal named musical act rolled all over the charts alongside Neo with the song Time of Our Lives. So once again, question number 12, animal of the billboard. This animal named musical act rolled all over the charts alongside Neo with the song Time of Our Lives. Time of Our Lives. One more time on question number 12, animal of the billboard. This animal named musical act rolled all over the charts alongside Neo with the song Time of Our Lives. Question number 13 now is a measured response. So it is, for this question, it is what a scientist counting atmospheres is measuring. Once again, this is what a scientist counting atmospheres is measuring. Be specific for the full point. I suppose there might be a half a point in there. Try to be as specific as possible for that full point. On that question number 13, that measured response. This is what a scientist counting atmospheres is measuring. Question number 14 now. Question number 14, we're asking you about what someone is best known for. So for the 4 possible points in this question, name the 4 movies that, according to the Internet Movie Database.com, that IMDb.com, that the following actor is known for. So these are the 4 movies at the top of their page, being like, hey, this is something that people know. Question number 14, name the 4 movies that Emily Blunt is known for. So yes, the 4 movies that Emily Blunt is known for. 4 possible points to be won. And I will say with a quasi-clue, one of these movies could be found in last week's answers. I don't know. That's that question number 14. Best known for, what are the 4 movies that, according to the Internet Movie Database.com, that Emily Blunt is known for? And question number 15 is our second game show game of the night, ending it out with Countdown Takedown. So I'm going to give you a question with a number attached to that question. You want to get as close as you can to the actual number without going over. Price is Right rules. If you're within 25% of the actual number, you can get 2 points. If you get the number right on, that is 5 points. But if you're even just 1 over, that is 0 points, unfortunately. So, of course, you want to get as close as you can without going over. And if you're within 25% of the actual number, you'll get 2 points. If you're too far below, though, 0 points. And if you're just 1 above, also 0. Ooh. So your countdown takedown question. How many times did Bill Withers, yes, Bill Withers, fantastic Bill Withers. How many times did Bill Withers say the words I know in the song Ain't No Sunshine? Once again, how many times did Bill Withers sing the words I know in the song Ain't No Sunshine? I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, etc., etc. I mean, I didn't give you the only I knows. So, before we jump into answering, of course, are there any questions I can repeat or clarify? I believe one of them was question number 5, so I'll start with that one. As you're thinking of those answers, I'll still give you time to answer any blanks that need to be filled in, if you want to try. But here's that repeat on question number 5, and you can type down in the chat too if there's any questions that you'd like me to repeat, or try to trick me into giving you the answer for. So, question number 5, team names. So what Major League Baseball, NFL, NHL, or NBA team can be found in the following clues? Those are fish, inter, and hair. and that is something that these clues have in common. Just like the prior versions of this question, all these three things have something in common. And that thing they have in common is also a team name for a baseball, football, hockey, or basketball pro team in North America. Here's that question number one once again. So question number one, A is for Adam. We started off the night. Adam Schlesinger, who passed away this last Wednesday, is maybe best known for the band Fountains of Wayne and their song Stacy's Mom. But he was nominated, even before that song came out, he was nominated for a Golden Globe and Academy Award for Best Original Song, which was the title track for this movie. That's your question number one, once again. Once again, so great to see everybody. Thank you, of course, for joining in for another week of Trivia Club live from the Trivia Clubhouse. I hope this is helping you, because this is certainly helping me and giving me something to do, something to point the week towards, something to stress over in the minutes leading up to, just like I did with regular Trivia Club. Question number 8, I can repeat again as well. Oh yes, this is the bit-by-bit question, so I'm going to play that sound clip once again, and name the musical act and name the song for a point each. So 2 possible points to be won on this question number 8. I'll put up the volume as well. Hopefully it will help that as well. Yeah, that was your question number 8, bit by bit, with additional dancing. So thanks. Thanks for giving me a chance to dance, as I always say, you know. And if I don't say it, I feel it. Question number 12. All right, question number 12. So once again, animal of the billboard. This animal-named musical act rolled all over the charts alongside Neo with the song Time of Our Lives. So name the musical act with an animal name that rolled all over the charts alongside Neo with the song Time of Our Lives. All right, and if there's nothing more to repeat, I'll do a little bit more of a dance. Dun, 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 dun. Beep, boop, doop, boop, beep, boop, boop. Since it's already an 8-bit, I don't want to hum it as well, because I don't know if that's helpful or not. All right, question number 1. Pass those papers to your peers, if you have peers in the vicinity. Make sure your cat is at least there to check it over. Make sure that everything's above board. And let's jump into round 1 in this Trivia Club at Home, the only round of the night. I just habitually call the first round, even if it's the only round, round 1. Alrighty, question number 1, answer number 1 at your Trivia Club at Home, live from the Trivia Clubhouse. Show us your pants? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Am I wearing pants? This time, maybe. An additional hint. So question number 1, A is for Adam. So Adam Schlesinger, who passed away this last Wednesday, is maybe best known as being a member of Fountains of Wayne and their song Stacy's Mom. But before that song hit big and made the band just as big, Adam Schlesinger was nominated for a Golden Globe and Academy Award for Best Original Song, the title track of the movie That Thing You Do. You doing that thing you do. I mean, doing the impossible thing of being a perfect perfect one-hit wonder song. Something that never gets old even though you hear it like 15 times during that movie. That's only like 100 minutes long. Just a perfect song for the movie it needed to do. It's just the best song within a movie, I think. Question number 2, in the details. So in the last line of The Devil's Advocate, Al Pacino says that his favorite sin is what famous weakness of Narcissus, that would be vanity. Narcissus was the person that more or less starved to death, I think, by staring at the reflection in the water. So vanity is that question number 2, vanity. Question number 3, initial response. So what's the B stand for in the name of the FBI? Bureau. Bureau. Shout out to Andy Bernice. No, I'm kidding. Get it. No. Question number 4. So what's the connection between the answers of 2 and 3? So every one of these answers so far have been worth 1 point. And question number 4, the connection between vanity and bureau. They are both furniture. Furniture is that connection between 2 and 3. So a point for question number 4. Pride. I think pride could. Oh, actually, I think he specifically says vanity in that movie. So only because of the nature of The Devil's Advocate would I say no. But you could always give yourself half a point. It just wouldn't help you in the connection. Alrighty, question number 5. Team names. So, what MLB, NFL, NHL, or NBA team name can be found in the following clues? Fish, inter, and hair. Those are all kinds of nets. Hairnet, fishnet, internets. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to the internets, by the way. The New Jersey Nets, or the Brooklyn Nets, now that I'm not in 2004. Yeah. The Brooklyn Nets of the NBA. Question number 6. What IA country? So the Netherlands relinquished sovereignty over this country whose name ends with IA in 1949. That would be the country of Indonesia. Indonesia. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Question number 7. Outside the borders, I'll give you the name of 2 countries and you tell me the color that their flags have in common. So the common color between the flags of Botswana and Kazakhstan is blue. Blue. Botswana and Kazakhstan have blue as a common color. I'll return to next week with this question. I'll give you at least another flag that you might have an idea of what it looks like. Just wanted to throw you a curveball at least for a week. Unless you know the flags of either Botswana and Kazakhstan, then all the power to you. Apologies. Question number 8. Bit by bit, I'm going to play a short clip, which I did. And the 8-bit song is a version of the song Gambler, or The Gambler for a point, by Kenny Rogers for a second point. So, 1 point for The Gambler, another point for Kenny Rogers. The dearly departed legend indeed. Question number 9. Tag the line. I give you the tagline from the movie poster. You name that movie. So, 40 stories, 12 terrorists, 1 cop. That would be Die Hard. Die Hard. More or less the metrics of that movie in a tagline. Die Hard. Question number 9. Question number 10. Survey says, so, I give you the word that rhymes, you give me the word that rhymes with heart. So there's 5 possible answers for points. All I needed was what you thought was the number 1 answer. So there's 5 possible point totals that you could get. I'll start with the 1 point answer. And this answer is 1 point and unfortunately not 180. That would be dart. Dart. You could also say this answer was smoking. You smoke darts. If you're from a small town up north, I guess. Huffing those darts, man. Found the tracks. 2 points for the, if you play it. The part, if you really keep it separated, part for 2 points. 3 points if you push this answer. You push it real good. 3 points for cart, comma, man. Oh, hack a dart. Sorry about that. 3 points for cart. 4 points if you were really SMRT on this question. Yeah. That would be smart. 4 points for smart. SMRT. You were so smart. And now 5 points for this word that rhymes with heart. Once again, if you push it, push it real good. But if it leaves you gassed, that'd be fart. Don't push it too hard is what I'm saying. Fart. Always funny, never not. So once again, for question number 10, give me a word that rhymes with heart. If you said fart, both way to make yourself laugh, and also you got 5 points, so good job. 4 points for smart, 3 points for cart, 2 points for part, and 1 point for dart. Yes, fart is 5, smart is 4, cart is 3, part is 2, and dart is 1 point. Fart is totally number 1. Fart is number 1. I just gave it 5 points. It's the inverse of the place. So don't you worry. The universe is correct. So question number 11. Hey EU. That's EU. Sarah Ferguson's daughters are Princesses Beatrice and this woman, whose name begins with the letters E-U, affixed, I'm sure, to a fancy hat somewhere. That'd be Eugenie. Eugenie. I initially said it because I had to choke back the way that Mario would say it. Eugenie! No one played... You understand if you played Mario on N64. Eugenie! Yeah. That's how he'd say it. It's a me, Mario. Eugenie. Okay. Question number 12. Animal of the billboard. So this animal named musical act rolled all over the charts alongside Neo with the song Time of Our Lives. That would be Pitbull. Yes, Mr. Worldwide himself. Pitbull. Time of Our Lives, of course, the Men in Black 3 soundtrack song that also used the I've Had the Time of Our Lives song from Dirty Dancing. Yeah. Half points for Eugenia. I'll give half points for Eugenia on question number 11. Yeah. Question number 13, measured response on this one. So, it is what a scientist counting atmospheres is measuring. He is measuring air pressure. So, air pressure for that full point. For air, I will give it half a point. I'll also give half a point for pressure. Under pressure. But air pressure for that full point. I'm my own, soundboard. press the button and I repeat a quote. All right, question number 13, yes. Air pressure is what we are looking for. Barometric pressure, yes, also for that full point. That is all right. That is the scientific. Atmospheric, I would also accept, yeah. So as pressure is the important thing, but yes, barometric, atmospheric, air pressure. When you're counting atmospheres, that's what you're looking for. If you just say air, though, that is still half a point. But yes, the plays on air, be it barometric or atmospheric, for your pressure is still that full point. Question number 14, you're best known for. So what are the 4 movies that, according to that internet movie database.com, that imdb.com, what are the 4 movies that Emily Blunt is known for? So, for a point each, 4 possible points to be won. Emily Blunt is known for Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow. Or Live, Die, Repeat, I believe was another DVD title of it for the point. The Devil Wears Prada for a second point. That breakout role, The Devil Wears Prada. The Adjustment Bureau for a third point. And from last week, salmon fishing in the Yemen. Yes, indeed, it's a staple of the Trivia Clubhouse. Salmon fishing in the Yemen. I should probably watch that movie. Once again, and also, shockingly, no Quiet Place to be found. Yet, I'm sure the algorithm's working on it, though. Don't worry. Bezos will get this eventually, if not too late, for points. But a point for Edge of Tomorrow, a point for The Devil Wears Prada, a point for The Adjustment Bureau, and a point for salmon fishing in the Yemen. Alrighty, question number 15. It's your countdown takedown to end the night. See if you can get that. 5 possible points, as much as 2 possible points. Oh yes, this is a good make or break. Who wins or loses tonight? So, countdown takedown. You want to get as close as you can without going over. So the actual number. If you go over, no points. But if you get it right on, 5 points. If you're within 25% of the actual number, you can get as much as 2 points. So not bad. Not bad at all. But if you're $1 above me, then that's on you. 0 points. How many times did Bill Withers sing I Know in the song Ain't No Sunshine? So for 5 possible points, drum roll please. Bill Withers sang I Know 26 times. 26 in the song Ain't No Sunshine. So 26 times for 5. 25 to 19 will get you 2 points. 18 and below will be 0 points, unfortunately, and 27 and above also 0 points. Oh, and it seems that Michael's saying that atmospheres is for any type of pressure. So yes, pressure is the important thing. I guess air would get you half point. But pressure is what we're looking for that full point, at least. 13. So yes, before I congratulate everyone for their points, yes, compile all those points, add up all your points, see how you're doing tonight. And I've also got a bonus tiebreaker question for you once again. You can use this either as an additional fun thinking thing to do, or otherwise just something to break ties within your house if you're playing against other people that you're living with. Just post about your points on the chat if you'd like. Share all that fun stuff. Thank you all once again for joining in, for having a fun time. It's been greatly appreciated. Here's your tiebreaker question if needed, and also just something fun to think to. It is called I Built a VCR. It's our anagram of Trivia Club. I Built a VCR can also be mixed around to Trivia Club. Perfect. But it'll also give you something to tie break if you need be. So find the name of the two-time Academy Award. Oh, no, wait, actually. That was last week's. Find the name of the talk show host in the following anagram. Find the name of the talk show host in the following anagram. That is Harry Fern Pow. Once again, Harry Fern Pow. Because I posted it as myself in the chat. But yes, Harry Fern Pow. Let's find the name of the talk show host in the following anagram. Thank you all. Yes, as I said before, thank you all once again for joining in. We'll be back next week. I'll be back as often as possible on these Tuesdays. So join in 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 in Newfoundland for another edition of Trivia Club here live from the Trivia Clubhouse. April 14th is our next one. Smash that like button or follow along on Trivia Club. Follow these video section if you'd like to be updated when those live broadcasts begin. And once again, the edited version of this will be on YouTube if it's an easier way for you to share it or play along at home as well. Be it on Wednesday or Thursday. We'll look to get it up as soon as possible. Thank you all once again for coming out. Tonight's champions are everyone, as always, for staying at home. Keep up the great work. Thank you for being responsible. Thank you for looking after both yourself and others. It's scary out there. It can be scary, but we're all doing the best we can to just enjoy, be cool, and just have a fun time. So thank you all once again for joining in. And without saying thank you one more time, keep washing those hands. That's the important thing. 20 seconds at a time. Oh, I'm being told to helicopter in place? No, wrap it up. Okay. So before everyone goes away in the chat, I'll say the same thing I say at the end of every Trivia Club. So say it along with me if you can. It's also at triviaclub.ca in the banner image if you need to follow along. And that is this. Remember, it's not what you know. It's what you learn along the way. Mwah.